12th grade, a dude got jammed up. How I found out he got jammed up. Now I'm in school. I ain't never sold no dope, even to this day, a day in my life.
Right.
How I found out he got jammed up, the resource officer at Howard High School, John Carter, what's his name?
I know Big John Carter. Yeah.
He pulled me to the side. He said, "Hey, Roller, let me holler at you." I'm like, "Man, what? I know I ain't did nothing."
Right.
So I'm like, "Man, what you want to holler at me for?" So he pulled me to the side. He said, "Hey, I just want you to know we got your boy." I said, "Who is my boy?" I said, "Man, I don't know what you're talking about." So he told me, and he told me exactly what he got caught with. And I'm like, oh, so, but then my mind started wondering, how do you connect me with him?
Right.
So I ain't no fool. I'm like, okay, so this way deeper than what people realize.
Yep.
And even with the gang thing, like, while everybody was talking about when they were pushing that RICO thing, I'm like, y'all don't even understand what's going on.
Right.
Because if you from, like I was looking at the point system, it only just like to go into the feds, you get weighed by points. Being in a gang, they could put somebody in a gang who not in a gang based on their point system.
Right. Yep.
Like one of the things is if you wear a certain color, gang paraphernalia color.
Right.
If you know a certain dude, or if you get caught taking a picture with a certain dude who gang affiliated. And I'm like, I'm from this hood. I've wore this color. I've been in these certain pictures. So they could have put me in a gang and I ain't never been in no gang.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's why I be telling people, like, y'all don't even know what these folks doing. And then it was a situation. Who was it? Like, think about this too. Have you ever noticed when it was a white dude? I'm trying to think of the white dude name. He just said something. Oh, it just dawned on me. You remember the coach at UTC who said something about Stacy Abrams?
Yeah.
They just fired.
The offensive line coach. Yeah.
Check this out. This is how my mind works. Now, I'm like, and I even told this to a white guy I work with. I was like, hey, bro. I was like, and people are going to get mad, but I'm going to say it on the Deprogram show. I'm going to say it. I was like, bro, what did he do?
Right.
I said, now it might not have been right for him to call her name. I get that.
Right.
But if he's an offensive line coach, he made a fat joke, right?
Right.
Most of the dudes on the offensive line are what?
Fat.
So this ain't the first time he done said a fat joke.
Right.
And my point was, if she wasn't Stacy Abrams, he'll still have a job.
You're right.
So my thing is, okay, what y'all don't understand is, if they'll do it to him, and he work at UTC, me working at this little bitty company, if I say certain stuff, oh, now you fired too.
Yeah.
So what they doing, they setting the president, and people don't, like all the black folks, like, yeah, fire him. I'm like, do y'all really realize what y'all do?
Right.
Because now, okay, how many dudes we know that get on the book and just pop off at the lip or get on Instagram and just say anything?
Now you fired. They don't understand it, like you say. They don't understand what they start. They really don't.
And I'm like,
I agree with you.
I be looking, I be like, so y'all cheering this on? Y'all don't even know what's coming down the pipeline.
Yep. Because they don't think outside the box. Like I told you. Anything like that, I do my research on. They don't even know this coach that got fired. People don't even know he used to coach at an all-black college. You feel what I'm saying? He was that, if I'm not mistaken, when I read it, because I did, I looked up his background, where he coached from. I was just curious. You know what I'm saying? I think it was Virginia State. It was an all-black college. So my thing is this, like, black folks, our skin been thick. So what tripped me out is, once a motherfucker said, now they like, oh shit, he said this or she said that. Motherfucker, they been saying, that ain't the first time they saying, that ain't the first time you heard it. So yeah, they said it out loud. Okay, all of a sudden now you offended by it, but you ain't been offended by it, and you know they been saying it. So now you're offended. So therefore, they push it and take it too far, because at the end of the day, and people ain't gonna like that, I'm gonna say this. Black people always talking about racism, right? Yeah. Black people are the most racist motherfucker that it is. You know that, man.
Of course.
But motherfuckers don't want to hear that, though. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want to hear that. Black folks is racist. You take white folks. Okay, we know KKK and all that. You got white folks racist against black. Okay. But I see so many black people race against our own kind, man. But people don't want to speak on that, because if you look at all this hate that go on, that's racism too. You hating on your own kind. But you don't want to knock that. You don't want to knock yourself as a racist, but you'll say the white man or the white lady, they racist. Man, y'all racist. Motherfucker, black people racist, the most racist motherfucker goddamn it is, man. But they don't speak on it. But my thing is this. Why let stuff like that bother you? Because, yeah, he said it. I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't upset by it, because
me either.
He been feeling that way. You got a lot of people to feel that way. Hell, you got black people that goddamn say she fat and all that. So because a white person said, now you have an issue with it. See, that's what I have an issue with. I have an issue that you have an issue with a white person said, but I guarantee you, a black person said the same damn thing about her, but they'll let that slide though. So my thing is, you say you want an even playing field, but when you said it's okay to be up here, but when a white person said that, oh, they just low down and dirty, let's keep the playing field equal. You know what I'm saying? So they go back to what I say. You got to play the game to win. Prime example, I was reading yesterday, all these, and they were black female, and they were right in Chattanooga. These female, so many of them hate the vice president, man. They hate Vice President Harris. Oh, she a sellout. She locked up all them niggas when she was in California. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is my thing. Motherfucker couldn't believe that I didn't have no problem with her. Let me tell you why I don't have a problem with on your show. This is why I don't have a problem with it. It goes back to what we touched on a few minutes ago. How the fuck am I have a problem with a lady who went to college for this? She got her degree in, this is what she majoring. She majored in to be an attorney. She majored in to be able to lock folks up. So she had to pretty much major on criminal justice. When I went to college, that's what I majored in, criminal justice. You see what I'm saying? Because I want to educate myself, because I was a dirty motherfucker back then. You feel what I'm saying? So if I want to know how to get away with something, I need to know the laws. You feel what I'm saying? So I major in criminal justice. So this is what this lady majoring in. So now she low down and dirty, because this is what the lady majoring in. So she took an oath to do a job. So like I tell motherfuckers, y'all say she locked up all these black folks. Did she put the dope in that nigga hand? Did she make the nigga sell the dope? Did she tell the nigga to try to make 100,000 off of 30,000? The nigga did that. So when the nigga get caught and he come in her courtroom, she got to do what she got hired and took an oath to do. Regardless if it's 1 year, 2 years, 20 years. That's still a lady job. So like you say, so I'm supposed to be mad at her because she gave me or my cousin all this time, but my cousin put himself in that situation. That's one. The other part was, you mad because she married to a white man? What the fuck do they got to do with you? You feel what I'm saying? I made so many black girls mad that was like, I think you wrong for saying, how? That lady entitled to be married to whoever to make her fuck, whoever make her happy. If that man make her happy, man, I salute her and that man. That's not none of my motherfucking business. I don't care who she married to, as long as you can go in there and do a job that's going to help people and all that. That's the only thing people should care about. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, as far as me, I don't give a damn who in office. It don't matter you Democrat, Independent, Republican. Me and my family gonna eat regardless. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna get out there and make it do what it do. So I don't give a damn who in office is, because at the end of the day, like I said, it don't matter if you Democrat, Independent, Republican. Whoever is president, they all dirty. They all dirty. It's a game. You in it to win it. So therefore, you think a motherfucker ain't gonna be a president, vice president, and then they're like, hey, I'm gonna give you these 100,000, I'm gonna give you 200,000, give me this law right here, or pass this right here, or let me get this right here. It been going on for years. So why? Then they say, oh, she a hoe. She used to mess with this married man. That, well, you know all that. Guess what I say? That's that lady pussy. That ain't got nothing to do with y'all, man. You feel what I'm saying? Why is you mad about who this lady may slept with? And like I said, she might slept with him. He think he gets some ass. She trying to get somewhere. That's part of the game. It been going on. If that's what she did,
sad
it
to
ain't
say,
but
you're 100% right. I said it's sad to say, but you're 100% right.
Yeah. So she did what, if she did, like I say, I don't know what she did. That's what they claim. I read up on it. You know, they got pictures when she was with the black dude that was married, all that. At the end of the day, she did what she did to further her career. And I say this. So like, yeah, she a sellout, she a hoe. Well, call her what you want, but you gotta call her vice president. You can call her the whole vice president, hoe. You can call her whatever you want. At the end of the day, that lady did shit that goddamn ain't nobody did before. I don't have a problem with none of that, man. Just like when Trump was in there. Hey, people can say what they want to say about Trump. He knew what he was doing. Where I draw the line is he fucked up himself, because if he wasn't too much of a fool, he would have got reelected. He just started doing the most, man. You feel what I'm saying? He had too many people behind him. Only thing he had to do is halfway do right, and he would have got reelected. His own people went against him, voted against him, because he started doing too much, man. When you start doing too much and you alienate your own people who voted for you, you know what I'm saying? Because you look at how close the vote was in Atlanta. Atlanta been a Republican state for 22 years. 22 years. If that man would have halfway did right, look how slim of a margin was. It would end up being like 56,000, 70,000 votes he ended up losing for. If that man would have did halfway right, man, he would have won Atlanta. He would have won Pennsylvania. He would be right back in that White House. But he pissed so many folks off by doing the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people like him. Look what all them fools did at the Capitol. You got a lot of people believe in him, man. I don't have nothing bad to say about him. I say this. I don't hate him. All I say is, man, he's a damn fool. He make me laugh because he a circus. But when you can be that strong and have that many people believe in you and follow you, man, you gotta be smart somewhere down the line. You know what I'm saying? Or you got a good talk game. So that's why I say, man, I don't have no problem with Trump, man. Trump was a damn fool. But what he did do, what I did like was, that nigga go at any motherfucker. Hey, now that's what I like about it. Hey, but he was just one. You talk against me, I'm coming at you. And he did that. So you have to respect him, man. But at the end of the day, he had a plan. I just think, me personally, I think he got off his plan and got to feeling himself too much, and he fucked his own self.
Peep game, though. Peep game.
Mm-hmm.
I think his plan worked to perfection. Mm-hmm. Now check this out.
Okay.
Back in the 80s,
mm-hmm.
he's on record and said, if this and this happen, all I gotta do is run as a Republican and say this, and I'll be the president of the United States.
He did say that. You're right.
So check this out. Check this out. If you're a boss, this man is worth millions, right?
Right.
So he making what I think last time I checked, the president make $400,000 a year.
Right.
So it was in his best interest on the low not to get reelected.
Right.
So now he went in office and he got more followers when he come out. See, people looking at the office and
Right.
stuff like that. When you are president, you got to answer to the Senate, and the Congress and the Senate, or you got to answer to two different people. You can't just go in there and say, hey, this is my stuff, and I'm going to run this the way I want to run it.
Right, right.
He know this. So he like, okay, how can I get in there to make a business plan to make it to where when I leave, I'm even more powerful than when I came?
He did that.
People caught up on, okay, Trump this, Trump that, Trump this. But I guarantee you, if Trump drop any product tonight,
they go buy it.
Sell out.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you. When you look at it from your point of view, what you saying, you absolutely right.
He won.
He won, yeah.
Because think about this. He's not a politician anyway.
Right, right.
So they say, check this out. I believe he was groomed to be the president just for those 4 years.
Yeah, that could be true, yeah.
Because check this out. When he was apprentice,
yeah,
he lived out the apprentice through his presidency. You fired, you fired, you fired, you fired.
He did.
How many dudes you know fired that many people as the president?
Never, none.
Then he the only president that I know of in the history of the United States that went off on his vice president before he went out of office. That should have told you, man, I don't care nothing about this, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the cold game is this how they run game on us. Before, see, I listened very closely before and after. Before Trump got in office, no one said he was a racist.
Right.
So now, because he running on the Republican ticket, he hate black people, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
I'm looking. How many dudes, even on his way out, that was black, did he put on that list and say, hey, y'all come on home?
He put quite a few on there. Yeah.
So if I hate you, this is just how I think. If I hate you, bruh, Obama. Now everybody, when Obama was in office, everybody was all, oh, we made it. Yes, we can. What did he? I mean, this is how I look at it. Obama did more, and I'm gonna say it. Obama did more for homosexuals than he did for black folk.
What you said, and that's absolutely true. Absolutely true.
So really, if they want to get real down for real with it, and I know people gonna be pissed when this come out. Trump did more for black people than Obama did, even by letting them dudes out at the end, the last day. Think about this. This man let Kodak Black out.
Kodak Black.
He told Lil Wayne, hey man, just chill. You ain't gotta go to jail. Kwame Kilpatrick. The dude got it. Hey man, come on home.
Hey, he had 25 years. He only did 7.
He said, come on to the crib.
And Harry O, the founder of Death Row Records,
told Harry O, hey man, come on to the crib.
Yeah. And he had 7 years left. And Harry O went in for killing, dope dealing, and everything.
So this is my thing. I'm like, so y'all really, like I be hearing dudes, and I be like, so y'all, they really got us messed up.
Yeah.
Cause what we do is, and I've noticed this with the Republicans, with white folks, they tell they say the Republicans tell white folks this. The Democrats, they gonna take your guns. They gonna take your guns.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I hear that. This is what I tell. I know dudes who die hard NRA members. Get what I tell them?
What?
Bro, they ain't took your gun yet.
Yeah.
What you tripping on?
Yeah, right.
Then when a Republican get in office, they especially when they white, they don't like y'all. They don't like y'all. All they gotta do is tell white folks, the Democrat gonna take your gun. They tell black folks he racist. They did it with Bush. They did it with Trump. And I'm like,
yeah.
And then you said something key. No matter who's in office, you still got to bring that bread to your table so your family can eat.
Yep.
And I just look at it like this. Bro, why am I worried about a man who ain't got really little to... He don't even... See, this is what they fail to realize. He just a face.
Yep.
That's why me and Marie Mott, she did something the other day on her live, and she was like, why people don't vote? I'm 100% advocate, and I tell folks, I don't vote.
Right.
Folks get mad. What you mean you don't vote? You ain't voting yet? Listen, man. I'm a working man. We work. I tell people this, and I said it on her live. I live in a right-to-work state. So people say, what is that? On my job, I could go in tomorrow and they can say, you fired. And I can't do nothing about it because it's a right-to-work state. So I'm like, bro, what? For one, if y'all want me to vote, get that off the book first.
Right.
If y'all want me to vote, get that off the book. Then I noticed this, and I use this analogy a lot. How can I go? I want a job with Bigfoot, right?
Mm-hmm.
How can I come to Bigfoot and say, hey, I want to come in. I want a job first. Because when you give me a job, I'm on the entry level. So I'm saying, Mr. Reed, I want to work for Bigfoot Fitness. But I'm telling you, before I get the job, I want to tell you how to run Bigfoot Fitness. Do that even make sense?
Don't make none whatsoever.
And then that's why I be telling folks, y'all can miss me with that politic game, because that's just like the boogeyman. When you're a child, you think it exists. But once you deal in the real world, bro, I ain't tripping on no Democrat. I ain't tripping on no Republican. What I'm tripping on, y'all coming to me talking about, hey, let's play. See, this part of the game I just can't get with. Let's play the game. I'm like, what have it got us anyway? Democrat or Republican? And I think about this. When you were growing up, how many times did you see a Republican come to you trying to get you to vote throughout 4 years when it wasn't time for election?
None.
Now, being in the quote-unquote black community, we see Democrats, but they don't have to work for our vote because we've been told vote Democrat, vote Democrat, vote Democrat.
Right.
So I'm like, bro, the Democrats don't do nothing for us. I lived in the project, and all the people in the project were voting Democrat. They ain't never upgrade the project, never.
Right.
So I see the Democrats who we voting for as a people, and the Republicans, they don't come around in Tennessee because I tell people, y'all do know this is a Republican state.
Republican state, yep.
So they were like, what you mean? I said, look, man, how many presidents that you know of even come to this state to campaign if he a Democrat? They say, maybe 1, 2. I say, y'all know why, don't you? That man ain't finna waste his time to come down here and he know this already sold out.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
So I look at it like this. Bro, while we playing checkers, they playing chess.
Yep.
Like you ain't finna that's why I started this show, because I'm the type of dude, I ain't finna just go with what you put in front of me.
Right. You gotta prove that shit to me. Show me proof.
And see what people get mad about me. Well, man, you supposed to be, man, listen, man. I know how to think for myself.
For myself, yep.
And then I'm going to put you up on some cold game. It's a dude out of Texas, and he done showed me how these dudes work. I ain't gonna call no name, but when I explain what they do, you gonna already know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You got